These works were created during a period of intense activity. It's part of a cycle of works that were conceptualized in Vietnam, though they were not made there. The exhibition, in a way, chronicles an intensely personal and rather painful series of events in the artist's life. So with this series of works, he no longer signs his name as Jakub Julian Ziolkowski, but instead signs his name as Ian Moon. Jakub created a self-portrait in this sort of style with a great communist leader raising his arm in a kind of salute. But equally, the statue bears a kind of social realist style that is very much commonly seen in Poland as well and over the former Eastern Bloc. So within this work, you have a sense of a cross-cultural historical encounter. One of the things that Jakub has said is that as an artist, his art and his life are of the same substance. And in the work Metamorphosis, the form itself is a reflection of the artist's own internal state. We see a strange, grotesque, contorted being who is being divided into two halves. So this idea of a unity or a sense of wholeness being always shattered. So in the work Mindscape, we see circular imagery, which is repeated as well with the central ocular feature of the eye. It resembles engravings on temples, and it's got all these references to shamanism. The vases are vessels of lovesickness, quite literally. Much of Jakub's work involves alimentary metaphors and images of ingestion, digestion, excretion. The idea for the vases came to him as a vessel to hold everything that he could not contain within himself. The ceramic series represents a shift in his practice, the first time that he's actually using ceramics in his work. This marks the first time that Jakub also has chosen to exhibit his work alongside wallpaper. The wallpaper is based on Jakub's drawings. It really kind of amplifies the hallucinogenic intensity of Jakub's work. When you enter the space of the exhibition, you're almost swallowed whole and overwhelmed by this intense verbosity of detail. There's a continual play between exteriority and interiority in his works. So the vases are painted both inside and out, for instance. And in much of his work, the canvas itself almost looks like flayed skin. There's a kind of sense of exposure, there's a sense of rawness, and there's a kind of unsettling quality in that as well. What's absolutely key to this exhibition is this idea of rebirth or regeneration, expelling the old, or ridding himself of a previous artistic identity and being born again, as it were.